The year was 2050, and the world of entertainment had undergone a remarkable transformation. Netflix, the streaming giant, had evolved into an entirely new entity, unrecognizable from its early days. It had become a central part of people's lives, deeply woven into the fabric of society. In the Netflix of 2050, the concept of viewer participation had reached extraordinary heights. It wasn't just about watching stories unfold. It was about being an active part of those stories, even if they were classic films from the past. The technology and content experiences had evolved to the point where viewers could immerse themselves in their favorite old films, effectively becoming a character within those narratives. Imagine, for example, the iconic world of Harry Potter. With the new Netflix, you could don a headset or use a neural interface to step into the enchanting realm of Hogwarts. You'd have the ability to interact with familiar characters like Harry, Hermione, and Ron, and even influence the plot. You might attend classes, duel with wands, or solve magical mysteries, all in the same universe created by J.K. Rowling. Alternatively, if you preferred a more dramatic experience, you could choose to be on board the Titanic, reliving the tragic voyage. You'd be in the shoes of a passenger or crew member, navigating the ship as it sailed towards its fateful encounter with the iceberg. Your decisions could affect the outcome, offering different perspectives and alternate storylines. This level of viewer participation was made possible through advanced virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, technologies, which allowed users to step into these cinematic worlds and actively shape the narrative. The content on Netflix was not limited to mere observation. It was an invitation to co-create the story, making each viewing a unique and interactive experience. The new Netflix had redefined the boundaries between storytelling and real-world interaction. It enabled subscribers to not only watch their favorite films, but also step inside them, becoming a part of the narrative, influencing the characters, and exploring new dimensions within familiar tales. It was a groundbreaking evolution in the world of entertainment, where viewers could truly live the stories they loved. The sun was setting over a futuristic cityscape as Emma settled into her neural interface chair. Netflix had come a long way since the days of remote controls and smart TVs. In 2050, it had fully embraced neural interfaces, allowing users to seamlessly access its vast library of content with a simple thought. Emma had been a subscriber since childhood, and the service had become an integral part of her daily routine. Netflix's content library had grown exponentially. It was no longer limited to traditional TV shows and movies. The platform had embraced virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, experiences, turning every story into an adventure. Emma often dived into her favorite shows, feeling like she was living in them. She'd spent hours exploring ancient civilizations and distant galaxies, all from the comfort of her own home. But what set Netflix apart was its commitment to personalization. The AI algorithms had become so advanced that they could predict her mood and preferences with uncanny accuracy. As Emma thought about her desire for a thrilling, action-packed adventure tonight, the interface immediately displayed recommendations tailored to her preferences. Emma decided to watch a new interactive series called ChronoQuest. In 2050, interactive storytelling had reached an unprecedented level of sophistication. Viewers were not mere spectators, they were co-authors of the narrative. As the episode began, Emma was presented with choices that influenced the plot. She could shape the story's direction, making it unique to her. The level of immersion was astounding. In ChronoQuest, Emma was transported to a time-traveling adventure where she played a key role in deciding the fate of the characters. Her decisions had consequences, and the story branched into countless possibilities. The actors interacted with her, responding in real time to her choices. Netflix had solidified its reputation as the go-to destination for original content. Its massive budget allowed it to produce a staggering number of exclusive shows and movies. Every genre was covered, from epic fantasy sagas to thought-provoking documentaries. The company had also embraced diversity like never before. Content from all corners of the globe was available. Subscribers could immerse themselves in the rich cultures of India, Africa, and South America. Local talents were given a global platform, and content was often produced in multiple languages to cater to a diverse international audience. As Emma watched ChronoQuest, she couldn't help but be amazed at the global collaboration behind the scenes. The series featured a multinational cast and crew, showcasing the true power of storytelling to unite people across borders. In 2050, environmental concerns had shaped the way Netflix operated. The company had become a leader in sustainable entertainment. Its data centers were powered by renewable energy sources, and it actively supported eco-friendly content production. Every new show or movie underwent a rigorous sustainability assessment, minimizing the carbon footprint. ChronoQuest was no exception. The show's production team had partnered with climate-conscious organizations to ensure the set was carbon neutral. It wasn't just a story of the future, it was a commitment to creating a better world. Netflix had integrated with a wide array of emerging technologies. Blockchain had transformed content rights management, ensuring artists received fair compensation for their work. The platform's partnership with space-based internet providers had made Netflix accessible in even the most remote corners of the world. One of the most exciting advancements was Netflix's compatibility with brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. As Emma watched ChronoQuest, she wore a sleek neuro headset that allowed her to control the story with her thoughts. It was a surreal experience, as if her imagination was brought to life on the screen. Despite its dominance, Netflix had faced fierce competition over the years. New streaming platforms had emerged, each with its unique selling points. Some catered exclusively to niche interests, while others focused on retro content, bringing back classic films and shows from the past. Netflix had navigated these challenges by adapting and innovating. It had acquired smaller streaming services with specialized content libraries, expanding its own offerings. Netflix Originals had also remained a cornerstone of its strategy, ensuring that it continued to produce high-quality, exclusive content that couldn't be found anywhere else. Netflix had evolved into a cultural phenomenon, with its content often driving conversations and trends. People eagerly awaited the release of new series and movies, and it wasn't unusual for coworkers, friends, and family members to discuss the latest episodes around the water cooler, at social gatherings, or in virtual reality chat rooms. Dedicated conventions and gatherings had sprung up around Netflix. Fans of particular shows or genres flocked to these events, both in person and virtually. These conventions featured Q&A sessions with actors and creators, sneak peeks of upcoming content, and interactive experiences related to Netflix shows. Netflix had expanded beyond entertainment to serve as a valuable educational resource. Documentaries and docuseries on the platform explored a wide range of subjects, from science and history to social issues and wildlife conservation. The streaming giant had partnered with educational institutions to provide supplemental materials and lectures, making it a go-to resource for lifelong learning. Netflix had become a source of inspiration for artists, creators, and activists. It celebrated diversity and often highlighted underrepresented voices in stories. Many users found inspiration in the platform's commitment to responsible content production and sustainability, leading to broader discussions about these topics in society. Netflix continued to be a platform that brought families and friends together. People of all ages enjoyed watching content and discussing it afterward. It was a common way for families to bond and friends to connect, even if they were physically separated. Netflix's extensive library of content from around the world facilitated cultural exchange and understanding. It allowed viewers to explore and appreciate the customs, languages, and traditions of other countries. This served as a bridge for fostering cross-cultural connections and empathy. The platform had also opened avenues for aspiring creators to produce their own content. User-generated content and fan creations found a dedicated space on Netflix, further promoting a sense of community and creativity.